Facebook change their format or whatever?
Mm.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Miss Doubtfire?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. What is it? April 35th or something. I don't know.
18th.
April 35th. Welcome to the 32nd of Neverwary.
It's Tweaky Tuesday.
Tweaker Tuesday?
Yeah.
Y'all get your meth on.
Wake up and get your meth on.
Get that listing done.
Holy hell, what was that?
Get it, Dusty. Come on.
Where's Jason when I need him? Hold on.
He's probably sleeping.
It's very possible.
Oh, I was ticking him off last night. Oh, go ahead. Can you hear us now?
We're trying to get Tammy situated here. She's
Gotcha.
all right. Good.
Yay!
Got it.
Don't
Now
take me
just-
long.
Now, just make sure if you do open the tab to watch the chat for YouTube, make sure you mute that, or you'll have a really, really bad echo.
Okay. Yeah, it's already open right now.
Okay.
Y'all hear echo?
You sound good.
You sound really good, actually.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Because I've got the chat open, but all right.
Just make sure it's make sure it's muted so you're not hearing that delay, because there's like a 10 or 15-second delay on the show. Like, you obviously don't need to hear the YouTube because you're on the show. So if that makes sense. None of my words come out right. Just forget it.
Oh, Fishing and Pickin' says to the people who are trying to find chicken fried steak, that person was in Lonnie's Garage Flips chat last night.
Huh.
Oh, I seen that you seen that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Chicken fried steak is a traitor.
Maybe.
Or
I don't know.
Sally pissed him off.
Well.
Maybe possible.
No.
Now, isn't chicken fried steak a woman?
Yeah. Remember, she's the one from Visalia.
Oh, right.
I think until you determine whether a YouTube viewer is a he or a she, you should just refer to him as it. Gender neutral it. So if you pick a name that's gender neutral, it's like Alabama Pickers, I guess that could be. If you pick a name that's gender neutral, then we're going to refer to you as it. Thanks, Fishing and Picking. It. Except I know who Fishing and Picking is, and he's a boy. He's a boy.
He's a boa.
He's a boy. Not yet a man.
Well, good morning to everybody who's catching us live today.
On Tweaker
I don't know about
Tuesday.
alive, but we are live.
We had our meth for the morning.
Did I miss the math part?
I think so.
Yeah. Sally said it's Tweaker Tuesday.
Why not? I bought freaking pot from somebody online yesterday, possibly.
How in the heck did you do
Oh my
that?
goodness.
Somebody, or I don't know, Dusty, was it you that found it?
Don't blame it on me. So there's a reseller that talks about another reseller that talks about another reseller, and something came up, and somebody goes, well, I don't understand how they're selling stuff on Etsy for $1 with free shipping. I was like, what? Let me go look that up. So I go look it up. I'm like, there's a whole store full of stuff for $1 with free shipping. So I start looking through, and it's like perfumey items, body oils and creams and stuff like that. And then like the picture, one of them is like for incense, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah.
A big old bud of marijuana.
Yeah. And it has a marijuana name too. And actually, it's supposed to be incense sticks. But they're just basically what they're doing is just putting pulling a picture from somewhere, Google or wherever, and putting it on there instead of taking an original picture of their incense sticks.
Wow.
Hopefully. If not, then I'll score big.
Sally doesn't know what she's.
You're gonna get a bud for $1.
Right.
The mail for $1.
Wow.
And the what do you call it? The description of the product is incense sticks, but it's saying that it's the like, what is it? Something Kush.
Kush, yeah.
Yeah, and like indigo, or I can't remember what it was, African or something, Kush. And so I'm just wondering, is it going to, I'm just trying to, kind of get in my head what I expect. I don't expect a bud of marijuana in the mail, really. If I get that guy's going to be sold out within an hour, But if it's incense sticks that smell like marijuana, maybe that's what it's going to be. Or maybe it'll be incense sticks that don't smell like marijuana, that smell like something completely off. And
Sally just wants it so she can drive down the road in her car with the incense stick burning in the ashtray when she gets pulled over. She'll be like, no, man, that's my
incense.
That's my
I'm
incense.
not doing anything.
Hey, can I see your license? He's on the back of the car. Oh, now we can do Cheech and Chong quotes on it.
No, it's just, but what we're originally thinking is, how is this person, you get 10 incense sticks for $1 and with free shipping, $1 with free shipping. So they're probably going to send it in a regular postal envelope with stamps. That's what I'm thinking. But still, yet it's still going to cost what, 50, 60 cents in stamps?
If it's long, skinny, I mean, it's really not machinable. It should go as a package, probably. And I don't. My concern is that the person's losing money and somehow doesn't realize it. I don't know how they're making any money selling everything for $1 with free shipping. Yeah, that's who it is, Steven Scroggins, and that's what we're trying to figure out. We're not being judgmental by any means, but how do you make, and I don't know what Etsy charges in fees, but I know that PayPal is a minimum. I think Jim Carrey was saying yesterday, minimum transaction fee on PayPal is 30 cents. So how do you make any money at $1 free shipping?
Right. I mean, the only way that I can see it is if you are paying a very minimal amount for the incense sticks, maybe like 2 cents. Well, not even that. Even at 2 cents per stick.
Even if you got them free. All right, so here you go. When I was a kid, late 70s, my brother decided we were going to make money, and we would get leftover sparkler, the punks or fireworks punks. We'd get those leftover from the fireworks stand from a guy, our soccer coach actually ran one. And my brother would dip them in Aramis cologne and then make me go door to door selling them as incense sticks. So, I mean, technically, other than the cologne, they were pretty much free. Or we'd use my dad's cologne. And they'd go, where the hell did all my cologne go? But I mean, like, even if you got them cheap, even with the transaction fee and everything, I just don't, I'm trying to wrap my brain around how this is.
Yeah. how they can
I mean,
actually make even 5 cents.
It's possible.
How can you make 5 cents on a deal like that? I mean, why not charge $2? You know what I mean? Like, is he getting so many sales at $1 that it's, you know, blowing him out of the water and he can make money at it
Well,
like
unless
that?
they're buying more than, I mean, yeah, like if they're buying like 4 lots at one time, that'd be $4. So then you're going to probably kick it up to first class package, which still be $260,
Right.
something. But you could make a little bit of money there.
So
I mean,
yeah,
maybe they got
Well, some
maybe
of
they
the
got
a little. Oh, sorry.
bulk package.
Yeah, but some of the
and-
things were the little vials of stuff. Like, I mean, let's say, you know, like they were little tiny vials of like, get 1 ounce of whatever. Like, let's say it was super glue. I mean, if you put that in an envelope, that's not machinable anymore. I mean, that's going to have to go to package rate, which is going to start at two something. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, but even if he's on SSI and he's doing it for fun, why are you going to spend money to ship stuff to people?
Steven Scroggin says he's on and we knew he was on SSI and that he had some disabilities and stuff, and that he was just doing it for fun. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to lose money though.
No.
Even if it's something that you enjoy, you don't want to be losing money on stuff like that, on deals like that. You want to at least be making something.
Yeah.
To cover your costs.
Jason Hopper says this person's trying to rack up a bunch of transactions for some reason.
That's because they've been doing it for a lot of years. They have like 300 and something feedback. I mean, they've already gotten great feedback and everything else.
I don't know. It don't make sense.
No, and I like the person that's doing it. I know of the person. I've seen him in shows and stuff like that, and on videos and stuff like that. Right. I just would hate to see the person, if they are on SSI, not realizing how much money they were actually losing. That was kind of our whole concern.
Right.
It, like, didn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, we were almost thinking that maybe he was going to come back and ask me for additional shipping or something, but no, they only took $1 and didn't ask me for anything else. But it says that it takes 5 to 10 days or something for them to ship it.
Okay, and here's another possibility that we thought about. Maybe they're doing it for a defect offsetter, feedback builder. I have some stuff that's like break even, or I even have one that I lose about 25 cents on just to get rid of them, but I sell them and they're guaranteed positive feedback. But everything in their store was that way. There wasn't anything in there that was over $1 with free shipping.
Right.
Well, no, I don't think there was. Not that I remember seeing.
Right.
Sally, was there anything like of big amounts on there, or were they all pretty much the same thing?
They were all $1.
Okay.
Even though Obama back rub massaging gel, yeah, just some weird shit on there. But hey, whatever, you know, but you gotta be making some money on some stuff, man. Can't be giving it away.
He's losing money. He's losing money. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really any way that he could be making even 5 cents on the deal with the fees and shipping and everything. So,
but if you're already on SSI, then obviously, which is called assistant, it's an assistance program. You obviously need assistance, and I think my concern is that somebody's losing part of that assistance, which is going to make it harder for them to exist, and that just doesn't make sense if they're losing money.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yep.
Dusty, being the gentleman that you are, go on Etsy and email them and talk to them. Look at he's like, oh, I'm not that much.
I was leaving that one up to Sally.
Well,
wait till Sally gets her bud first.
Yeah, let's see what the situation is, and then I'll know how to tackle it. I'll be like, okay, is he my best friend, or is he? You know?
Yeah, am I gonna
That's
buy him out here in a minute? I'll give him some help with his SSI. I'm gonna buy him out.
Right. I'll buy everything you have. Even the Obama massage gel, I'll take that too.
As long as you keep me supplied with your incense, we'll be all right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, hopefully he's really not losing money, and hopefully somebody, if he is, will talk to him. I hate to see somebody already wanting help, or on SSI and still losing money.
Yeah.
Just maybe they just don't realize it. I don't know, but let's hope not. Let's hope he figures it out, or it's just a.
Some people just don't really have the mental capacity to figure out business, in the smallest way. So, maybe he just doesn't realize.
But if you get over, I mean, then there's the fear as well. If you get over, a certain amount of transactions and money and everything else, you get 1099 by PayPal, and that starts showing up with SSI. I mean, at least with SSI, they will start taking for everything you make during this month, they will take 50% of that off of next month's check.
Yep.
And I think that's federal. So I was going to say that I know it's that way in Alabama, but it should be the same. No, because
I think there's a certain amount you can make.
Medicaid's not federal; it's actually done state by state. So.
Yeah, state.
I don't know.
But it's it's something to it's something to kind of keep your eyes on whenever you are when you don't really figure out how much you're making on a product, especially whenever you're making your own stuff like that and reselling it or selling it. You kind of want to figure out your cost and how much it's going to take to ship, and maybe the way that you're shipping isn't the way that it's that it should be. If it's something without tracking or whatever, you may want to do tracking so that your customers can know where the product's at, in case something gets lost or whatever. You want to make sure that that's all taken care of, and you'll have better return on it.
Jason's awake. He said, I said, are you going to come on the morning show? He said, is Sally on there? And I said, yeah, why? And he said, forget it.
Tell him that I wouldn't want his banana pills on the show anyways. If he was the last banana on earth.
He actually didn't say any of that, but I just threw that out there so that now he has to come on to defend himself and be like, I didn't say that.
Get it in a weedy box? Maybe. Who knows?
Oh.
Did he mean weedy? Like WHEATIE, like a cereal box?
Yep.
But you just spelled it weed E. That's funny.
Pun intended there.
Yeah. Well.
Should we make Tammy introduce herself and be like,
yeah.
Oh Lord, make me stand in front of the class. You're gonna make me stand up in front of the class.
Tammy, can you stand up in front of the class and tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, what you do, what your social security number is, driver's license number, date of birth.
All right, I am Tammy, and I have a store. It's called Nifty Deals, and with a Z, 2015, with my husband. And we've been doing this for 3 years. I just started doing it about the last 6 or 8 months, really hard as full-time for myself, and doing pretty good, I guess. And I am from Quitman, Texas, which is East Texas near Tyler. We're south of Dallas, about 75, 80 miles. Or east, I'm sorry, east of Dallas.
Right, big and bright.
That's right. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Every time somebody from Texas comes on, that's my new tribute thing. Go ahead.
That's okay. That is quite all right.
So what do you sell?
Anything I can get my hands on. It's not too big to ship. I don't like messing with big stuff to ship. But we sell clothes. I sell Thomas the Train engines. I've been selling those like crazy this week for some reason. I got a whole tote box full of them for like $5, the track and the engines, and I've probably already made about 150 on just a few I've sold.
Nice.
So, not bad, not bad. And then I don't know. I mean, just about anything I can put in a box or stick in one of these, it's gone. If it sells. I mean, I'm not going to just stick a bunch of trash up there, but I mean, if it sells and I find it, it's out of here.
Yeah.
Where do you get your stuff from? Just
Goodwill, thrift store, auctions, estate sales, garage sales, and then go to the Bins, which is in Fort Worth, which is about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours from here. So if I go to the Bins, I go to stay all day. I get a whole load of stuff and I make it worth my trip. I also have another little honey hole that's not too far from me that this woman goes and buys. I guess she buys out yard sales, estate sales. I'm not really sure. Probably gets the storage units, but she has probably about 5 acres in her backyard that she has nothing but stuff that you just go dig in. You go sit it by your car, and she comes out to the car when you're ready to go. She digs in what you have and says, that'll be $25. And your stuff in your car full. There's no room for you to hardly drive when you leave there for $25. And there's no telling what you will find there. And, because she gets everything from furniture to kitchen appliances to toys to, I mean, you just don't know whatever somebody might have had in their storage building so she has everything.
Huh.
And when I usually add it up, I'm by the time I bring everything home and divide it up by what I paid, I'm usually paying about 6 to 7 cents an item.
Very nice.
Cool.
So it's not bad.
No.
That's a pretty good thing to know. Like if you go to an auction or whatever and you spend $100 and you're getting, you gotta kind of, well, I guess everything's not sellable. Well, even though really everything is sellable.
Everything is sellable, but how much do you really want to deal with? I think.
Yeah. How much is it worth your time? Yeah.
At what point do you go, okay, that's wasting my time? Like I went through a bunch of stuff from that storage unit. Oh crap, what did I do with it? Oh, I threw it all on the front porch. I went through all the stuff from the storage unit last night, and there was those Creek Indian pottery dishes, whatever. And it turns out in the bottom of the box was like just regular coffee mugs and stuff. And a lot of them weren't marked. They were ugly. They were from the 80s, not even retro cool. And it's like, you know what? No, my money's up here in the top of the box. I'm not even jacking with the rest of that. So I literally went in with like 10 mugs, and there was a little cut glass. It wasn't even crystal, cut glass, like sugar container. I went in with all that in a box, and I looked at Trish. I said, is there any of this you want personally? She's like, no. And it just went straight out the door, Could I have gotten $3.99 for some of the ugly coffee? Yeah, but I don't have room to store all that and jack with all that for a coffee mug that nobody's ever going to want because it's ugly.
Go take it and drop it off at the Goodwill and get your receipt for your taxes.
There you go.
That's what I do.
Here's what I thought about doing. I got so much crap that I really don't care. Like maybe I came up with this idea yesterday. Jason thinks it's a horrible idea, but so with all the crap that I have that I'm going to donate anyhow, just get some tables, put them in my front yard, have a permanent yard sale until I get in trouble with the city or the neighbors. That's on the honor system. Just nail a box, like a cash box, to a tree, and be like, don't price anything, and put like yard sale honor system, and just leave the crap sitting out there like all the time. And once a week, just kind of go through and take a few boxes to Goodwill. It's stuff. And then if you get some money in the box, great. And if not, then people go to hell for bad karma for stealing. If they steal from you or whatever. But so Tristan. So She likes to poke her head in and make little comments to try to fluster me.
Uh-huh.
So, Jason said that wasn't a good idea. He's like, that's a horrible idea. I'm like, why? You don't have to haul it off to the. I mean, the only thing you don't get is the benefit of tax write-off.
All right. Well,
And then you got to have all the crap sitting in front of your front yard that people say, there's that person having that yard sale again. They never take that crap in.
That's right.
But you know, you go by that house, you know, you go, oh, there's all that stuff. I'm
Yeah.
never stopping there. It's been sitting out there for 6 months.
I
You know, nothing there's any good.
Or
All
just,
been rained on.
or just go to a flea market that's in an area that I'm never really go to. Like find one like 50, 60 miles away and set up, put all my boxes of stuff out and everything. And then when I'm done for the day, just drive off and leave it all.
all right. Somebody will pick it up. Probably.
Oh my goodness.
Either that or they'll just throw it all in the dumpster.
Natalia will get it. Sorry. Sorry.
So where are you from? Quitman, Texas?
Quitman. Yes, Quitman. Quitman.
I have to look it up because I'm a visual person.
Well, go right ahead. I'm just east of Dallas, close to Lake Fork, which is the big bass capital of Texas.
Yeah, Miss Mercedes said they probably take your stuff, the money box, and your patio furniture. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you leave a money box, somebody's probably going to steal that thing.
Yeah, they're going to take over the money box.
Jake-
You're in Alabama, man. You're in Alabama.
Jason just said it's a suck-ass idea. I always like looking at people's towns like that, and then I'll look at Google Earth, and I'll be like, oh, and then it always pops up like the Google images. Like when I search Quitman, Texas, it shows your post office for some reason. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then the next thing I know, I'm going down the street with Street View, and I'm like, oh, look, they have little stores, and oh, those are nice houses. And I just think it's interesting to look at.
Yeah, it's a small town. The courthouse is really cool. You know how most of the older towns, it's a square. You go around the courthouse is a square thing.
Yeah.
They've got the turn so winky wonky going around it that the big trucks that come through, oh, they don't like it because, you know, they can't make those turns the way they've got it set up. People have to back the cars up. You know, it's just a little bitty old town. But I moved here 3 years ago. I did live in Kaufman, and I was married for 25 years and got a divorce and moved an hour and 45 minutes away. So I moved way out here. And I love it because I love to fish, and I'm within like 11 minutes of 4 or 5 different lakes. So that's perfect for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I was looking at Google Maps, you're like, Texas is kind of like, or that part of Texas is kind of like Alabama. There's like, you can't turn without spitting in a lake almost.
Yeah, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, you do have. I'm going around on Google Street View. You got one of those cool old squares that, you know, is a true square with the courthouse in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the other town that's a little further away, if you look up Mineola, they have a really neat downtown that still has the brick roads, you know, in town. It's really neat. They've fixed up their downtown really nice.
See,
but Quitman, you blink about 4 times and you're through it. So you don't get the 1 blink, but you at least get 4, maybe 5.
Plus, I always think it's cool when they take the little, like our town square is mostly lawyers' offices. I'm looking at yours. It looks like quite a few, but you got a wings place, or in 2013, you had a wings place, an ice cream place. I always think it's cool when they revitalize the downtown, you know, in some smaller towns, downtown the square, and put the little shops in and make it, you know, kind of.
Yeah, that's a pizza place. They have pizza and ice cream, and it is still there. And then they're remodeling on around that corner. They're remodeling some more places and going to put in, you know, some more little joints. I don't know what all they're putting up there, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not bad. I like it. I like the country living. I don't like living in Dallas. We've got a little over an acre of land, and I'm happy with.
I don't know about driving on 2 hours to the thrift store to the bins.
Well, that's just to the bin, and that's okay. That's only the Goodwill, that's all right. I've got several other Goodwills and thrift stores and other things around me. So.
I'm not a creeper. I just like to see what kind of places people live in. I didn't ask her for her address. I didn't want her address. I just like to look at people's little towns. But that's how we find cool places to visit. Like we found this
Jason says part of the vetting process is Dusty Google Maps stalking you. You just get used to it.
Jason one day goes,
"Oh, that's okay."
I live somewhere. No, Jason one day we were in a hangout, and it was like a private hangout, wasn't on a show. And he's like, "Pull up my address," and I'm like, we went down the street on Google Street. No, he told me to do that. He's like, "Look, I can go right around the corner, and there's a grocery store." And I was like, "Oh, these are cool houses." No, he told me to do that. You freak.
Come see where I live.
Now I just think it's cool to see where the other places. It makes me. We were talking about the other day about how some people just never. And I'm sorry if anybody out there is one of those people, but how some people just never leave the town they grew up in, and they just never go away.
They don't know anything about nothing.
Yeah, and then you go like Tristan. When we came back to Huntsville, she's caught up with a bunch of friends from like elementary school, and she's like, some of them never left Huntsville. They're still there, still living in the same neighborhood where mom and dad live. And she's like, I couldn't do it. To each their own. There's nothing wrong with that, but she's like, I'm sure they get out and go to the beach occasionally or something, but it's like they never left. It's kind of sad almost.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're one of those people. I just offended you, but
I think some people they just
you get comfortable.
Why am I echoing now?
I don't know, because I am too. But you get comfortable. You get comfortable where you are. You're happy with where you are. Not that other people who leave are not happy, but you're okay. You don't need that.
I get bored.
Yeah, I got to see different places myself every now and then. I mean, I don't want to move from here. I love where I am, but I got to go places every now and then. So.
I get bored with places. I get if I'm too comfortable, it's time to get up and pick up and move.
Well, that's why I don't mind driving to Dallas, and driving into the bigger cities, because I like where I live. And I know that where I live, if I want to access, the bins or something, I know I got to drive 2 hours. And that's just okay. It's all right. That's okay with me. I'd much rather drive 2 hours and go to the bins than live in the city and be 30 minutes from it. I'm okay with that. So, But Tyler is the next big city next to us. And, it's like a 40-minute drive, maybe. In
the United States. It's a good thing to live in the United States because you have a lot of different places with different kinds of weather, with different, things to do, like, beaches here, lakes here, skiing, different sports, So, I mean, there's a lot of different with, different things to do. So you might as well live somewhere where where you're having fun and you're comfortable.
Yep. And that's kind of one of the things, about me moving is, I have options, so I can, pretty much move wherever I want to. And I know I want to move south. I don't want to move north. So.
And to each their own, but I know a lot of families that, and my family's kind of the way, don't want to be too far from mom and dad. Well, my family's all kind of in one area in Birmingham because of my dad's business. But to me, it's always been like, you know what, we can come visit you. After I left my parents' house at 18, I still love my parents. I still see them. But like I said, every family is different. But I don't want to see my parents every day. I want to go live my life with I don't need to see them it's so, but I've heard a lot of people say, I can't move away because of kids. And now my perspective may change once I have someday, hope possibly or whatever, have grandkids, but it may change. But I don't know. I just never really understood that, like, can't can't move away because no, go start your life with your family. That was always been my kind of view on it, was the excitement of starting a life with Tristan and our kids. And if that meant somewhere different than where the family lived and we didn't get to see them as often, then so be it. But
yeah, I think if my mom was still alive, I'd still live in California. Where am I echoing?
A little bit. I don't know why, but
I don't either. It's weird.
No.
Shut your pie hole about grandkids, Dusty.
Hey, grandkids are awesome. I have some.
Yeah, she just doesn't want it yet.
not too soon for that.
All right, Jason Hoover. I don't know why you got denied the first time, unless to get in the group, but well, you kind of have to make a decision on whether or not somebody's reseller related or not.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you have your profile pretty locked down and private, then it's hard to tell. And I'm assuming that I don't even know who the admins are, me and Jim.
Yeah.
You just fell through the cracks. Plus, we get a lot of people wanting to join the group that are like, see the name Alabama, that think it's an Alabama buy-sell trade group. So,
Right.
And then they start posting like cattle trailers for sale or whatever. That was in Jim's group the other day. Mr. Sadie said he's only 23.
You liar.
Queen City Picker said Dusty's going to be that crazy pawpaw that every kid. Oh, I totally am going to be. I'm going to be like, we want to go to Grandpa's house. He lets us drink beer. No, you can't go. You're only 6.
Let me drive the flatbed.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, he'll be taking them on back roads, letting them drive it for a little bit, and then he'll put them on the road. Yep. Grandkids are really awesome. I have 3 and another one on the way. So
awesome.
If I could have had grandkids first, that would have been great. We wouldn't have to put up with all the teenagers.
No doubt about it.
Yes, the kids. I vote grandkids first. That's no. My granddaughter, she's 7, and she'll go with me when we go picking. And she knows like that one place that we go to. You're not that I have heard. Now I don't know this for truth, but the woman that runs it, she does. If she hears you're a reseller, which she knows. Half of us are there doing that. I mean, like there are a lot of people that go there that she goes, oh, I know they have big garage sales, and that's a reseller. They may not be selling online, but they're still reselling what they just bought from you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, I told my granddaughter when we go somewhere, because she'll go with me to Goodwill or whatever. I said, if you find something, don't come running into the store. Mimi, you want to sell this on eBay? So she's gotten to where she's real good. She'll just get it and come over to me and say, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, that's a good eye, girl, good eye. Because she sits in here with me, whenever I'm working and taking pictures, and she knows what I go get sometimes. And she'll bring coffee cups back when I used to do a lot of coffee cups. And of course, I'll get them from her sometimes, some of them, just to make her feel good that, she brought me something and I'm going to get it. But, it probably goes up in the cabinet. But she don't know that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm teaching her to pick too. I'm like, no, girl, you got to learn. And besides that, I live that way anyway. I don't live real expensive. I'm not going to go pay $100 for a pair of jeans that I could probably find at the thrift store, for 10 or something. No, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching her to be that way too. Don't go to the mall and spend $100 on a pair of jeans with holes in it. Come on.
I had somebody spend $45 yesterday. Bought 3 pairs of jeans for me. They were all distressed.
Yeah. Back when we were going to school, if we wore jeans with holes in it, we got made fun of because we didn't have much money, or, you had holes in the knees of your jeans and you were broke, couldn't buy any new jeans. Now people are paying $100 for them. But hey, I'll sell them. I'll sell them for $100 online. I don't mind at all. Don't mind at all. And I finally got my store up. I was almost to 1,200 items, and every time I get to like 1193, 1194, I sell 15 or 20 things. And so that's good because I haven't been selling really good here lately, and this last week has been really good.
Good morning.
Hi, Tara.
Hey, Valerie, I did 24 yesterday if you need that. That ended it. So.
Way to overachieve. Appreciate you.
I didn't even do 100, and I didn't list on 2 days.
So
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I listed yesterday. Hold on.
Well, I didn't get in on the challenge, but I did 14 yesterday. That was it.
But I
Hey,
don't know-
that's all right.
but I don't know how many I did.
I try to do it between 10 and 20 a day.
That's good. That's a good goal.
That is my little goal. I have a little calendar over here that I have set up with the dates and my items, what I want. Isn't that crazy?
Yep. Good though.
More organized than I am.
I have to do that to be disciplined because if I want to go, that's my thing. If I want to go fishing, I have to get my work done or I can't go fishing. And that's just the way it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get your work done, you go fishing, and you sit out there with your phone going cha-ching, and you catching fish, and there's nothing any better than that.
You're right.
I agree.
Truth.
Last year we were out on the pontoon boat out the lake, and the phone was just going off, and we're just fishing, and I thought, you know what? How can anybody not like this kind of work? I'm making money sitting here with my hook in the water, sitting on a boat in the middle of the lake. You know, I'm making money. That's just awesome.
Ain't nothing better than that.
You know, I mean, if it's whatever you want to do, or if you're on vacation or what have you. I mean, this lets you. That's why I like it, is because you can do what you want to do. You're not tied down to a 8 to 5 job,
Right.
4, 9 to 5, however, 12 hours.
I'll be right back.
I was a 911 operator for 11 years. So I worked a lot of 12-hour shifts, 16-hour shifts.
Hey, can we do a fake 911 call and pretend and do role playing for a minute?
Nope. I don't even want to do nothing.
Sally, where'd you go? Sally, come back. I need you for this one.
It's probably going to be a funny one.
I got my butt up yesterday and went and got some more stuff at the storage unit.
Good.
And came home and started listing it and sold stuff immediately. Like my phone, like at one point I was in a hangout with Jason. Jason goes, "I hate you." But you know what was funny is it was the Commodore and all the old computer stuff that, you know, common sense would have said to list first because it was going to be, you know, some of the better, quicker moving stuff and the old Tandy TRS-80 computer stuff. But I didn't want to do it that way. I didn't want to list the bad stuff because then I knew all the other stuff would sit there.
Yeah.
And, I sold
That
like
makes sense.
560, but no, almost $600 because I had a $40 sale. $600 worth of stuff within starting listing at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon and 9 o'clock at night. It literally paid for the whole storage unit.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, on about four or five pieces of computer stuff. So that was pretty cool. Now I got to ship it though. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't mind finding it. I don't mind listing it. I don't mind storing it. Shipping is a booger. I just don't like having to ship everything. And I've got 15 things to ship this morning.
If they're first class, I don't mind. I'm sitting here working on first class stuff now, and it's, you know, it's totally, it doesn't bother me. I can do it without even getting up. But it's all the bigger needs bubble wrap or needs packing paper, blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's why I don't like to ship really big stuff. I just don't like. I do a lot of my electronics and stuff on Facebook or OfferUp or stuff like that, so that I don't have to mess with packing it and shipping it. That's where I sold a lot of the Thomas the Train stuff. Now, I did list the other day some 8-track tapes, and I've already had like 2 or 3 of those sell really quick.
Very nice.
One of them for $18.99. Who would have thought that?
Wow.
I mean, that's not a lot of money, but $18.99 for an 8-track? Come on. Who has 8 tracks anymore?
That's pretty good. If you get a chance, go in and give me your numbers. If you can give me the numbers for your week, that'd be great. But if you can't, I can go back and add everything up. That way we can figure out where we're at. We made our goal. And then we got to figure out what another challenge.
Do you need the store total numbers? Because you asked for that at the beginning.
Yeah, I did.
Because my total would be, I don't know if I really went up very much.
I think you said 73 at one point. Your total was 2834.
All right, I'm at 2864 now.
So what does the total have to do with anything?
I don't know. Well, basically, I mean, it's just we want to see how many things everybody listed. Because our goal is 5,000 listings in 1 week.
Let's see.
Because wasn't for everything you sold, you had to list 2 or something? So actually,
Yeah, that was another.
Yeah, to catch up. Yeah.
Because I'm up like 30 from where I was last week.
Right.
I'm a fail on this one. Just put me down for fail. I know, but this was a group thing, right? So we need to contribute something.
Yeah.
So what you want to know is how many items I listed this week.
Yeah. From last Tuesday.
Like probably 30. I mean, it's probably more than that, but we'll say 30.
Okay.
At least that counts for something. I was kind of lazy to quit. Good.
And you know, I kind of despise selling clothes.
You
But
do?
for some reason, that's what's selling more than almost anything. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, look, this is a pair of Polo, a Ralph Lauren, ugly pants that look like, I don't know, who would wear this? You know? I don't know.
My father-in-law, they have pleats.
And then the hems on the bottom, and it's black and white, and you look at it and your eyes get crossed. The hems are all folded up, and I don't know. Whatever. I don't judge them. I just sell it to them. Go on.
That's right. I do. I mean, I've actually been trying to get out of kind of shift everything more to something else other than clothing.
I know, but well, I mean, I do different things other than clothing because I can't stand just doing clothes. I have to do other stuff. But
Right.
It seems like you lean back toward clothes because that's where a lot of what a lot of people are more buying than they are the other stuff. Which I like getting the food processors, and I'll sell them as parts. I don't sell the whole food processor. That way you make A lot more money off of it.
Uh-huh.
Our blenders or any of those kind of kitchen attachments, I take all that stuff apart. I don't sell it all together. I do it as parts. So I like doing that.
Yay, Megan. 18 for the week.
And I'm trying to get this store primed up and ready so that my husband can quit his job and both of us resell full time.
Yeah.
That is my goal.
That's a good goal.
Because right now he works 12 days in a row before he has 2 days off. He only has one weekend, he's off every other weekend.
Oh my goodness.
And he can't take off work. He can't take a vacation. There's nobody to take his place. He's a contract. He's on contract. So there's
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, if you're going to have to do that, let's do it where we can make our own money and do what we want to when we want to.
That's right. That is right.
So hopefully it won't be long and he can tell him to kiss his butt.
Yep.
That old song, take this job and shove it.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's right. It's hard to take it where he's going to shove it because that's where we are.
Combine the two songs.
I don't think he's going to be that nice, though, and say it that way.
So I found a bunch of stuff last night. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. We were just BSing.
I found a bunch of stuff last night. I tell you, like, everybody's getting rid of their electric blankets right now. Like, I found 3 within the last week, and they're all really nice sunbeam. There's one, like, a heating pad, like, that you put on, underneath your feet. And it's got dual remotes. And then
I wonder why everybody's getting rid of their heated blankets this last week, Sally.
Because it's getting warmer. But I still...
The way you said it, you were like, for some reason, everybody's getting heated blankets. When it's 80 outside, I was like, okay, really? I know you didn't.
But like, it's still cold at night. So...
Yeah. Do you sell the controllers?
I do. Like, if I just find the controllers and stuff for them, I'll sell those.
Yeah,
and I've sold every one I've listed.
I've got 2 up right now that I haven't been able to sell in 6 months.
Oh wow. Yeah, it might be closer to fall the next time you sell them.
Oh yeah, it's okay. They're not hurting nothing. They're not eating anything. They're just sitting in a tote box somewhere, so they're fine.
Yeah. I found this box last night of Richard Simmons
Dillamil. Oh yeah.
And it's got the VHS tapes, and they're wrapped. They're
Somebody will buy that fast.
Yeah. Looks like I can probably sell it 60, 65 free shipping. And then I found a porcelain doll with a certificate of authenticity. These don't go for a whole lot. It just depends on which one. And I didn't find anyone like her, but she's in very good condition. She's still got the hairnet on and all of that. So I didn't find any like her. So I'll have to research a little bit further and see what I can get for her. What else did I find? I found a couple of platters. One was made in England. It looks like I can get about 25 for that. Oh, I found a 3-piece stereo system, but the stereo itself didn't work. My husband took it apart and said that it looks like the thermal fuse went out on it. Everything else looked okay except that, and so we started looking that up, and it doesn't look like those are replaceable, really.
Throw it away.
So
Throw it away and keep the speakers.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did. So
no, you didn't. You put it in the garage.
Well, I'm gonna be having a yard sale sometime this probably. I might not get to it until the end of this month or the beginning of next month. So it just depends. But yeah, I have some stereos. I have three stereos that I need to sell. And I don't really want to ship them because they're vintage, and I'm afraid that they wouldn't make it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the speakers on that. I found a very old, well, I shouldn't say very old. It looks like it's from 80s, 90s, acid washed
like
jean jacket. Do you hear that, Valerie?
Oh,
talking shit.
Nothing.
I said very old, and he said like Valerie.
Because y'all are always arguing. That's the older one. No, she's older. She's older.
Sally's older. Sally.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not. But yeah, I found it's lined. It's got like geometric shapes in the lining. It's really cool.
Huh. So definitely an 80s.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's called the In Crowd. That's the brand is In Crowd. And it looks like maybe Mr. Sadie, I thought you were on my side.
Oh, he's on my side.
It looks like probably 40 to 50 with shipping.
Nice.
And a couple of Disney sheets, Minnie Mouse and Winnie the Pooh. So I should be able to sell those.
Good.
I wasn't really aware of what those were selling for until Valerie showed her last haul video, and she had some sheets in there that she was going to sell.
Yep.
Those are, and I found right after that I found a little mermaid sheet that it was just a like a twin size bottom sheet, I think, and I sold it for $17 or something like that.
It's
I was
crazy.
like, holy crap.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you just don't realize the things that you put up. Like, I'll go through some of my stuff and I'll say nobody's gonna buy that. I've had that sitting there for a long time, and it's something silly, and I'm thinking nobody's ever gonna buy that. 2 days later, cha-ching! I look, what? No way. Why? I don't even know why I put it up. Why did I even put it up to start with? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, why did I even put that on there? Nobody wants that. And it's crazy the prices that people will pay for stuff.
Shoot. When we were growing up, Valerie hated my guts. Valerie hated me because she was only child for 7 years, and then here comes little sister along, and she took me out of my crib when I was like 2 days old and drug me around, and
Mine.
Explains a lot.
I never did.
She had this. My mom used to tell this story about Valerie that she had this rocking chair, and she would beat the crap out of that rocking chair when she'd lose her patience or, lose her temper or whatever. She'd beat the crap out of her rocking chair. And my mom had to glue that sucker together so many times because Valerie would just break it.
It was, yeah, I took it apart. I took it apart, and then my mom would glue it back together, and then finally she just said, "Nope, I'm not gluing it again." Yeah, we actually didn't really become close until we were adults.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it took a little bit still.
Look at that one with the radio on the speaker.
But when probably, well, I don't know. When we lived in the apartments, probably.
Yeah. The kids were probably 5 and 7 or something like that. Yeah.
It's been a while, but yeah. But I mean, we still had, issues, just because when you live together, that's what happens,
Yeah.
You got issues.
Yep.
I have twin sisters that are 12 years younger than me.
Oh
my
wow.
goodness.
I was an only child for 12 years.
Ooh.
But then I became a built-in babysitter for 2, not just 1.
Oh my God.
For 2.
I would be pissed. I'd be like, hell no. No way. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. I got to babysit quite often.
Wow.
I'm sure.
Because you can imagine I was 14 when they were 2, so I'm 14 years old chasing toddlers around in the house, which my mom didn't go off a lot. So that was good. She'd go to church or something and I wouldn't want to go. And she'd say, well, why don't you keep the kids? And I'm like, all right, go to church or keep the kids. Nah, I'll keep the kids.
Man.
Did you see what Zilke put in?
Yeah. Did an interview with Steven Peterson for his podcast this week. Talked about reselling talked about how reselling has brought him and his brother closer together. Yeah, it's weird how life works. It's crazy how it brings people together, and
Well, my family thinks what I do is crazy. Of course.
I think
my sisters are like,
do it thinks it's crazy because it's the only job. Like, you wouldn't go to, like, let's say a waitress or a bank teller and say, oh, so you do that for a living? So how's it going? Are you making it? But if you do like reselling for a living, like people that don't do it, that's what they say is, oh, so how's that going? Are you making a living at it?
Well, that's not a job. My sister would call and say, well, what are you doing today? I said, I'm out in my office. I'm working. And she goes, your office? Working? I have a little 10 by 16 building that I have all my setup in, and I'm like, yeah, it's my office. It's my office. It's my storage area. It's, I don't store everything here. I have my other items in a big garage, but, this is where my little things are that I take pictures of. And then when I get them full in a tote, I take them down to the garage. But she's like, well, I wouldn't call it an office. I mean, you're just selling on eBay.
Yeah, it's not like you're working or anything. I know.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not like we're making any money or anything. I mean, it's okay. I'm like, well, you do what you do, and I do what I do, and we move our own way. That's the way it goes.
That's right. That's right.
And then one of my sisters is a nurse, and I can't wait till I'm making more money than she is as a nurse because I know I will. And when I do, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna say, look here. This is what I'm making. And look how hard you're working, getting up at 3 o'clock every morning to go to work.
Right.
Yep.
And I only had to get up early to get on the show here. So I was telling Valerie the other night, I said, oh my God, that's early, y'all. I stay up to 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm a night owl.
Oh my goodness.
So for me to get up this early and get in here and not look like Medusa when I get in here, you know, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I talk about the show because, you know, people make appointments and stuff like that. And I'll say, oh, I can't do it, you know, between this time and that time because I have a show. And they're like, you have a show? Like, yeah, I have a show on YouTube. What do you
That's
do?
not a real job.
Yeah. What do you do? I mean, you know, I want to talk to people. Well, who do you talk to? I said, people that do the same thing that I do. Oh, I didn't know there was anybody else that did that. I'm like,
You know what I always explain because it's easier than going like, yeah, we have these things called Hangout through Google, whatever. I'm like, here's how I explain to people. I'm like, yeah, I hang out through Skype with a whole bunch of other people that resell for a living as well. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and I do it on the computer with a webcam. They're like, oh, okay. Because everybody knows what Skype is. So that's just kind of my like go-to explanation. Yep. And then they're like, oh, that'd be cool. I'm like, it's like a regular job. You have people in the next cubicle. It's pretty much the same. You know, the same thing where you have coworkers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Except we're all for each other instead of against each other. When you're in an office with cubicles, you know, they're usually not. Somebody's trying to stab you in the back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of stabbing in the back, where's Jason Banana?
Yeah, really. Slacker.
You know, I'll tell some of my family, like, you know, I've been in the Facebook groups with some of y'all for a long time. And I'll be talking, I'll say, yeah, you know, the other day, I'm going to use you, Dusty, as an example. I will say, yeah, the other day, Dusty went and bought, you know, out of storage unit or blah, blah, blah. And they're like, who's Dusty? How do you know Dusty? I said, well, I'm in the Facebook group with them, you know, and he's a reseller and he's got a YouTube channel and everything. And I watch them, you know. Well, you act like they're your friend or something. And I'm like, well, I guess we've never really actually met. Now we have on here, but I said, you know,
but even if you don't meet personally, you get to know people. I mean, it's
yeah. You know, and she's like, well, you're talking like you just, you know, like y'all been friends for a long time or what have you. And I said, well, yes and no. I've been watching what he does and learning from him and other YouTubers or whatever. And I said, but I'm in their groups and we do talk to each other and we ask questions and answer questions. And I said, so yeah, I kind of feel like we are friends. I mean, you know, most of the ones in the groups, you know, we're friends, distant friends, I guess, but whatever. And they're like, well, I just don't understand that. How can you, you know, you're just acting like he's your friend or something. And you don't even know it. I'm like, whatever. Y'all go away. Just go away.
Snuffle up a bit.
It's too hard to, like, I mean, even though we've been in the technology age for a while, it still seems so hard for people to grasp the idea of, you know, being in conversation with other people online.
Yep.
It seems so hard for people to understand that. My family, they understand because they know what I do. They know that, you know, this is extra income for us.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they know that, you know, whenever I'm on the show that, you know, I'm talking to people about reselling and life and everything else. So they understand it because my kids are gamers, so they talk to people while they're playing games. What's the difference?
Yeah, and there you go. You make online friends there where, you know, you're gaming with them. Never met them before, and, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But it's just because they just don't understand.
But they don't understand. They can't grasp the idea. And really, like, the reselling thing, people will never, there'll be people that never understand that. They never will get it unless you physically show them, hey, look at this. I spent $1 on this and I made 80.
Yeah. Yeah. But
why?
Yeah.
Why? And
but even still, then they'll go, yeah, but you had to go and get it. And then then you had to sit there and take pictures of it. And then you had to ship it. I just don't want to mess with that. You know, that's what they say. So whatever. Okay, that's fine. That leaves more for me to get.
Oh
So
yeah.
you go work your job where you get 3 weeks vacation a year, where you can only take holidays, at certain times. And
I don't want to mess with that. It's a whole lot easier to get up at 5:30 every morning and drive and get ready for work and drive an hour there.
That's
and
it.
have to ask if I
Drive
need
an hour home. And I'll sit out on the lake and I'll fish while my phone goes cha-ching, and you're at work and I'm making money while I'm catching fish. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Or bowling. We love to bowl. Evan is a big bowler. He is really a really good bowler. He's been bowling for years. And so we're on a bowling league on 2 of them.
Oh, that
So we
sounds
bowl.
fun.
We bowl and we fish. That's kind of our outside of reselling. That's what we do. And we just got married 2 weeks ago. So
Oh, well, congratulations.
we are newlyweds. Thank you. Yeah, we
That's
finally tied the knot.
awesome.
We've been living together for quite a while, and we thought, well, I guess we might as well just go ahead and tie the knot, make it official.
Right.
Make it official.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, very good.
So if you've seen the name change in the group, that's why, is because we got married.
That's what happened that you guys
Yeah,
got
because
married.
you and I have talked. Yeah, so. And I'm like, okay, now, but I work the eBay right now, so that's my money. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No, he helps me. He helps me a lot. Now I don't know how it's going to work when he and I have to spend that much time together reselling together. Dusty, how does that work when you're with your spouse a lot, doing a lot together? Do you have to have a break?
I mean, every relationship's different. For us, it works. It just we do better when we're together. But there's a lot of couples, like we have non-reseller friends, that we've talked to over the years, and they're like, I can never do it. Like, we can't stand to be together. And I think it just depends on the dynamics of your relationship. I mean, some people are better off to go to separate jobs. There's some couples that are like that.
Yeah, well, we do real good. I mean, we're around each other a lot anyway. Like I say, we bowl a lot together, and he don't go to work until 11 in the morning, so we're together in the mornings, and then we go reselling, or picking together when we're out trying to find stuff, and we both enjoy it a lot. And we make a little contest out of it to see who can find the best thing. Of course, I get my buggy and meet him somewhere, or cart, whatever you want to call it, buggy cart. And I'll run up to him, look, this is what I've got. He goes, well, I got this. And I'm like, okay, you win. You win.
Too funny.
And when we started this, we were just going to do it part-time. That's when I was working full-time. And we were just going to do it part-time. And then when we started seeing, quite a bit roll in part-time, we were like, oh, yeah. My job was really stressing me out. I was really, really stressed. And he was like, why don't you just quit and do eBay? And I'm like, are you serious? Really? Do you want me to quit? I said, do you think we can make it? And he goes, we can make it on what I make. And you just get that fire rolling right there. So that's what I did. I quit. And the stress is so much different now. I'm loving it. I loved being a 911 operator and police dispatcher. I really did. I loved what I did for the community. I've got a lot of friends that Blue Lives. I mean, they matter. I love my cop friends. But it was really stressful. I kudos to anybody who does still do it. And because it is hard. It is really a hard job.
Sure.
911, what's your emergency? Hi, my name's Sally, and I ordered this stuff for $1 off the internet.
And it's made me sick. I need to go to the hospital. No.
I'm too stoned.
I have a lot of funny stories for 911 too. I need to write a book or something one day about that, because there was times where it was hilarious in there. It was really hilarious.
Yeah.
A lot of different crazy stories from one extreme to the other.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like I say, it was really, really stressful. And since since I started doing this, it's not. You know, I mean, I love reselling, which I've always been what you'd call a junker. My dad was like Sanford and Sons. I mean, he would go out and get the hot water heaters, the wash machines, the dryers, the tin, he'd break down the copper wire back years ago when you could burn copper wire before the EPA came in. He'd burn the wire, and he had a good job. He was making when I was a teenager, he was making $1,300 every 2 weeks, and that's been a long time ago since I was a teenager. And he had a good job. He made good money, but he just liked to piddle and get with that stuff and resell it. He would resell a lot of things. So I guess it's always been in my blood. So
yeah. Hey, Dusty, you see what Todd says?
What Todd says?
He said, "Tell Dusty thanks for looking at my Soul Band figures."
Oh, no problem. I liked the comment where you said that or whatever yesterday, where you said thanks. But I listed all day yesterday. I finally laid down in bed and I was like, I need to respond to comments in the group, and I just never got to commenting further on. No problem. That's and that's not to change the subject, but he had some figures he couldn't figure out, and I was in a hangout with Jason. I think it was just me and Jason at the time, and because all three girls disappeared, just freaking disappeared at like 11 o'clock yesterday. It's like you turn your cameras off. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I was out.
So
I had a date.
We looked with the plumber.
Woo-hoo!
So we looked up these little
Not
figures he
bad.
had, and I was like, can you let me find these? And I got on Worth Point and looked them up and found where they sold for like $400. I was like, holy crap, I think that's the same ones. And it depends on what you sell, but Worth Point, guys, for $19.99 a month, if you're into any kind of collectibles or any kind of, or you consistently find yourself stumped with can't find a comparable, and I think it's like anything else, to spend $20 a month, you need to have ramped your business up to a certain point or be heavily involved in, because it doesn't track everything. It tracks mostly collectibles, antiques. I forget what categories they track. I mean, they're not going to show you a pair of blue jeans from 20 years ago unless they were in the collectible category or something, but they'll show you 10 or 15 years worth of highlights of things that sold, and it's pretty dang, I mean, it pays for itself for me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do share it with a couple of other resellers that we kind of share the cost on it, and you can do that if a couple people wanted to get together and do that. I will warn you that it will only allow so many people to stay logged in at one time. So if somebody over here, I've never had an issue with it. There's never been a point where I couldn't get on it. Eric said sometimes it'll log him out. Oops, I guess I told who one of the people was. Eric said sometimes it'll log him out. Not that it was hard to figure out. It'll log him out if somebody else is logged in. So there's a max of how many people, and we're kind of at that max right now. But
You got to sign.
Well, that's a pretty good idea. I never thought about doing it that way.
Four people or whatever, and then it's only $5 a month or whatever, which makes it. But I paid $19.99 a month for years and years and years and years. So if you find a couple people that have it, that you trust and trust the person that's kind of the key holder, it's registered to their PayPal and their email and whatever. And if a couple people wanted to split it, like 3 people, I mean, you'd each pay $7 a month. And that's definitely affordable, I think. Because all it takes is one item like that, and it's paid for itself.
It's weird, but like sometimes whenever I'm just Google searching stuff, I get sent to Worth Point. Like if I click on a certain thing and it's through like a picture or something, because I usually go by Google Images to find certain things, and I'll click on a picture and it's from Worth Point. It'll take me to Worth Point.
But it'll tell you to sign in to see the price. If you ever get that, I mean, click at the top and send me a message. I don't mind looking it up because I'll already be logged in, so it'll show me the price. I don't mind doing that occasionally for people. I mean, just don't, like, especially friends, I wouldn't mind. If it got to the point where, like, in the group, I know a lot of people in the group, hey, does anybody have Worth Point? I don't mind doing that for people, Right. Now, if it was like 15 times a day because the group was really huge, I'd be like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. But Comfortable Life said, is there a limit on how much you can use it? No, you can look up. And what I find it fascinating for is when you go just directly to Worth Point, they have like item of the day. I forget. Let me go look what they call it. They'll have little articles featured on Worthopedia. And and I'll just sit there and look at stuff, and I'll be like, wow, didn't know that was worth anything. Holy crap, look what that sold for. And that's how you learn stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just,
I don't know
know,
what it is though, Dusty, because sometimes it'll show me what it has sold for.
No, I
And
don't.
I'm not. I don't have an account or anything.
Listing.
And that I don't know. You're just lucky.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. Oops.
Yeah.
Trying to figure
Yeah,
out
it's
a way.
only whenever I go through a link like that. Not if I go straight to WorthPoint to look something up. It doesn't work for me like that. It's only if I find a picture or something that I'm looking up and I click on that link and it takes me to WorthPoint. That's the only time it'll show me that.
Craig said that he's up for for several months. He was up for sharing it for anybody that's interested. So I've said three people could get together that like it, and just one person, it'll come automatically out of their PayPal. Mine comes out on like the 24th, I think it is. I don't know, probably based on whatever day you signed up or something. But and I just basically have a little Facebook chat that's called WorthPoint that has those three other people other than myself in there, and that's all we use that chat for. And whenever I see that, hey, because I get an email notification of, your WorthPoint just charge you $20 or $19.99, I'll just send them a message. Hey guys, WorthPoint's due. They know my PayPal. They PayPal me the money, and boom, and then I write, paid on this day, paid through whatever. Just keep track of it in that little chat thing. It's worth, to me, it's worth its weight in gold. I mean, it's paid for itself over and over and over. It pays for itself every month, even if I was paying full price.
Comfortable Life says, I don't know any resellers to split the cost with.
I don't know any.
Craig and Robin just said that they would be interested in sharing. You guys get together. That'd be a cool deal for you.
Yeah. It's rainy today. I wanted to go picking today.
Mm-hmm.
Found a new little kind of like honey hole, but the guy was only there on weekends. But he gave me his business card, and he gave me with his phone number and cell phone number, and said I can meet you up here anytime. Because I basically said, all right, so I bought all this stuff, spent $200 with him, and I'm like, so what if I had a pocket full of cash and I didn't want to wait for the week? Oh man, let me give you my phone number. And I was like, so, but it's raining, and I was so looking forward to that. I busted my hump yesterday because I want to take the money from the stuff I sold yesterday and turn around and flip it into something else.
Yeah.
Rain's not going to stop me. It's just ugh. To drive in the rain and deal with people in the rain. I don't even like people. I think I'm going to go anyhow, though. I mean, not right this second, but.
Well, I've got to go to the garage and pull the rest of what I have to ship. So thank you for letting me on, y'all. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll see y'all again.
Good to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
I've
hung out with the girls before, so.
Oh, they don't invite me to those. Apparently I'm not one of the girls. So.
This has been quite a while ago.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, have me on here anytime. I enjoy it. I enjoy y'all. I enjoy talking to y'all and learning. That's what we do, So y'all have a great day.
You too. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
We appreciate you. I'm about to make some noise.
I need to make a sale.
Where's Nikki today?
I don't know.
Usually she's always here.
I know it. That's what Queen City Picker just asked too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not even in the chat, huh? I don't know. I'll have to ask Valerie. Me and Valerie were talking about new challenge last night, and it's not official, but I think we were talking about men against women. And what we're gonna do is just see who all wants to be involved in it and split people into teams. And if we can, we'll do all men and all women, all men against all women. And Dusty, there are enough men on your side.
That's very sexist.
No, it's not. But there are enough men to where you guys can actually have probably 10 on your team. But we'll make it fair. And so like if me or Valerie has to switch teams, we can, one of us can be on the men's side if there's not enough people over there or whatever. So that was Tammy. Nifty Dills. You've probably seen her in the Facebook group. Yeah, last week's challenge is ending today, not yesterday. So I know that Valerie was writing down all the totals for how many everybody did. I only got like 30. I think I got 34, but it's better than nothing.
I'm listing right now. Those count then? Or is it done? I'm listing right now.
It's done. It's done.
Oh yeah, like at 8 or whatever.
Pencil's done. Pencil's done.
All right. Let's check.
Yeah. So if we do, yes, Tammy is in Texas. Yeah, if we do men against women, if there's only like 9 men, then me or Valerie would go to the men's team instead of being on the women's team. But
Switch.
we'll figure it out to make it even. What?
You gotta switch teams.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to switch teams. Won't be the first time. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Sally.
I'm just kidding.
It's one of those reveal shows.
So what happened, Sally? It just wasn't what you expected. You just had to come back to the whole team.
Craig says switch hitter.
Oh my.
We were
Swinging Sally. She'll switch teams. There's a name for you. Megan says. So yeah, I was just telling them, they were asking about the challenge and everything. And did you happen to add up everything?
I haven't yet. I haven't gotten everybody's numbers.
Well, everybody, you need to give Valerie your numbers so she can get it all.
I'm trying to get everybody's number before the end of the show,
so she can get it all added up. I'm kind of interested to see how we did as a team.
I mean, I think we did pretty good. I think, the 5,000 thing, I think that was pretty crazy, but still, I mean, we can.
Well, I mean, it just kind of opened it up to where, kind of left it open-ended to where you can, get as many as you can. Just to see where we were at.
But
Good one.
Good one.
Bless you, my child.
Dadgummit.
Queen City Picker says, my son called this morning from college. Son says, did you do my taxes? Or he said, no. And he said, you said you were going to do them. And son says, you can do them. Can you do them for me? And Queen City Picker says, yeah, well, I guess I'll have to.
Yep, I understand.
What's the on a motorcycle? So what do you call? Is that's the fender? That you call that a fender that goes over the wheel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm typing up the address label right now on my taxes.
Yeah.
Crap, that's what I was supposed to do today.
Yeah, guy today does.
Oh, son of a gun.
I woke up at 4:30 this morning. I'm like, holy shit, I got to do my taxes.
In a panic. I know. I hate it when you have something like that and you wake up and you're like,
Hey, Valerie, where's Nikki today?
I don't know. I messaged her and she never responded to me. I messaged her through Facebook and she never got back to me, I don't think.
Huh.
Um,
Robin says, I do everybody's taxes. They're all done. 7 people except mine.
oh my Lord.
I did my mom and dad's taxes last week.
That's crazy. I say if you're old enough to make money, you're old enough to do your own taxes.
Yeah. You don't know his parents.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm on the phone. I mean, she's my mom and I love her, but I'm on the phone trying to explain to her what order to assemble the pages, and she's like arguing. No. I'm like, you had me do it. I know which order the papers go in. I just want to take the phone cord and wrap it around her neck.
hey, I sat our daughter down. Yeah, this was her first year to file, and I sat her down and I mean, even though it was a 1040 EZ, and I pull up the 1040 EZ form, I'm gonna print it out, and I'm like, there's 43 pages of instructions for a 1040 EZ. This child lives in the digital millennium or whatever. Chances are she'll never do a paper form. Oh, that'd be nice to have for a backup. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna show her how to do it online. And I had her pull a stool right here. I sat her down, put your phone down. Don't need the distractions, whatever. You're gonna watch this. And it took an hour, a little over an hour. But, and it would have taken me like 2.5 minutes, but I explained every single process. And like, okay, here's why you claim this. Here's why you don't claim that, and I explained like, and I did like tax act. So it was like asking her questions. So it's super easy.
Yeah, well, your daughter is probably a lot more teachable than Jim's mother. She's a nice lady, don't get me wrong, but she's 70 something and you're not going to teach her shit.
Sharon knows all she's got to know. Well,
she's probably old school, old form, paper form too.
Well, her husband always took care of it before, and then he had that stroke and stuff, so now he can't do it, But yeah, so she never really did it herself, I don't think. Daddy always took care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, typically when someone's giving you instructions, you need to stop talking yourself. I mean, as a recipient of the instructions, you need to just shut up. I love you, Mom, but right now you need to shut up. So anyway, it only took about 45 minutes to get the papers stacked together. She's crying halfway through it. It was wonderful. And we're doing this at 11:30 at night. It was great.
Oh, no.
This was to get her just to sign it. Because I'm like, I couldn't ever sign it. Couldn't you just forge her name? I mean, with the trouble you went through, you couldn't have just signed her name for her.
And then when I'm all done, I want to drink a glass of whiskey, but there's no freaking ice cubes. I mean, it was...
She's crying. She's like, I'm going to go to jail. And Jim's like, that's okay, Mom. I'll visit you. It's going to be all right.
any whiskey in the house.
You want me to rumble yell?
That's
No, I get that done after.
Oh,
Taxes are not that. I mean, they're I mean, it depends on your your stuff, but it's like anything else. And I don't like bookkeeping. I don't like accounting, but it's not really. I think, especially with reselling, it's too intimidating. But if you like I don't know, get you a book on how to do taxes for business,
Right.
business taxes for dummies or something like that. I think people make it too intimidating almost. They get too intimidated by it, I guess is the proper term.
Right.
And it doesn't really have to be. It's not, just keep things simple. Don't try to cheat. Don't try to claim, I don't know, but there's like the program, like Tax Act and stuff like that. I mean, that's the one I used this last year. I was using something else before, but they're so easy in their interview processes where they walk you through it. Did you have a home-based business? Okay. What's the total square footage of your residence? Okay. What's your rent or mortgage payment? Okay. Well, we are going to deduct your home office space based on what you told us the square footage is, a percentage of your whatever. And then it'll do the same thing with like your other expenses, like business internet or or whatever you have that you use. It bases everything on a percentage. It's not that. It's just tedious. I don't know. Don't try to write everything off. Don't try to totally milk the government because it will throw up a red flag. Just be reasonable on your donations and stuff.
Well, an audit doesn't mean you've done something wrong. An audit means somebody from the government can sit down and look through all your paperwork and make sure you didn't do something wrong. So you don't even have to actually be wrong to be audited. So why take chances?
No, but there's things you can do to avoid a red flag that would trigger an audit, and one of those is like excessive donations. Don't try. And I think a lot of people heard people get in this business and they're like, well, I'm just gonna, all that stuff I bought from the yard sales, it's all worth about $10,000, but I'm just gonna donate it right off $10,000. No, you get to write off what you paid for it. You don't get to write off what it's worth, because if that were the case, I would just go at the end of the year and buy a whole bunch of crap, for a couple $1,000s and then write it off for what I felt like it was worth, and I'd have zero tax liability.
Yeah.
It don't work that way. Every business would do that.
Now, government likes to see you're making some kind of money because they're wondering how you're surviving. That's what they're looking for. It's like, how are you paying your bills and doing whatever if you're making zero? That just don't work.
Right. And just show a reasonable income. There was somebody, and I apologize, I don't remember who it was, that was talking to one of the Facebook groups, and they're like, yeah, my accountant did my taxes and couldn't believe that I made that much money. Because most businesses don't make the profit margins that we make. If you did $100,000 on eBay last year, the average business, brick and mortar business, depending on what kind of business it is, they're going to show $10,000 or $15,000 worth of actual profit. Well, with this business, it could be a whole lot higher than that. You know what I mean? So that's going to actually be a good thing. If that makes sense. I don't know how to explain what I'm saying.
This label, so that's tracking number. Oh, and it's already postmarked today because I did it myself. I printed my own.
there you go.
Okay, guys, so I got a total for us.
Okay.
Did 760 listings. And that was between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 people.
Wow. That's really
Pretty
not that
darn-
bad.
No, not at all. That's
Wow,
pretty impressive.
Yeah.
If they do this boy girl, are we a boy or are we a girl?
I don't know. I think we're a girl. Are you gonna list? I
Am
guess you can.
Am I Bruce or am I
You're
whoever Bruce
Caitlin.
is? Caitlin.
So
Wait this for me.
that wants to be in the
I could list. I could do it.
the
Yeah, but then you'd
Men
be-
Against Women challenge. Go ahead and say you're in or whatever, and
I think what we can do. When do you want to start it? Because I want to be able to like try to get everything situated before we start it. So I'm thinking maybe Monday,
okay.
starting next Monday, we'll do it. We'll get all of the people situated, who's going to be on and who's going to be in it. So if you want to be in the challenge, it's a men's and women's challenge. Let us know.
Jim wants to know if we're men or women because guy wants to be against me.
You're women.
We'll put you in the alternate team.
You'll be the switch hitters.
You're in the North Carolina bathroom team.
Boy.
It's gonna be for 2 weeks, right?
Yes, it'll be for 2 weeks.
And it's gonna be kind of an all-out war because last couple of Men Against Women challenges were pretty crazy.
Yes.
So how many of the men won and how many of the women won? Do you know? Just roughly off the top of your head.
Men have won. Was it twice?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
Or
think
was-
so.
And then women won once.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then the men bitched about it because they said it wasn't fair.
Oh. That.
Who did?
Because they did. I wonder.
Who would do a thing like that?
Mr. Sadie wants to be a bat boy.
I don't even know what to say on that one.
I know this is a dumb question, but Queen City Picker, are you a man?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
that's Tom with that's
Yes,
Tom.
he is.
Okay. Just checking. I just wanted to make sure.
That is Tom with an H, also known as Thom, as Jim calls him, Jim Bennett.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep.
14. Oh,
Megan says,
Megan?
what's the challenge again?
all right, Megan, for the 47th time. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know what to do.
It's just Men Against Women. How many
Of course it is.
how many listings you can get up?
But it doesn't start
Fishing
Monday.
and Pickett says, I am in. I identify as a Mel.
No, you're going to hate me. It's how many listings?
Yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't start till next week Monday.
Right.
It starts on the 24th.
Oh, well, that'll work out perfect for Jason, who only lists once a week and spends like 3 weeks making drafts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2 weeks long. So it'll start the 24th and it'll end what? The 8th, May 8th.
Grandma Magic Classic says I identify as a cat. Me too. Sometimes my second identity is a cat.
Don't say that. Spawn of Satan.
Shut up.
Cats and they are the spawn of Satan. I'm done with my shipping.
Woo. How many did you have today?
Actually started on it last night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Y'all are so funny.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That's 2 less than you had yesterday, I think.
That's awesome. Because you know what? I listed yesterday and stuff sold immediately. That's all
so
about listing. Listing.
I'm glad you all are like identifying yourself. Larry.
Now I can take
Dusty, are you in this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I identify as a male.
Are you sure?
Waiting for my wife to pipe in on that one. Sadie said he'll be a backup.
Mr. Sadie, I already got you on the list.
Yeah, you're already in, buddy. Sorry, you don't get a choice.
In. No backup. We ain't doing backups. That
Robin
could
says
be-
I'm a divorced mom of 3 with no time for a love life. Put me on whichever team you want. So your mom and dad? Yeah. We played that game before. We know.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Come on. Y'all need to let me know.
Who you got
So
so far?
the guys have like 7 people and the girls have 6.
Do you have me on there?
Yep.
Put Jim. Give me Jim Bennett. All right, you know what? This is like a draft now. I want Jim Bennett, Eric. No, I mean, because they're always either accessible or they're on the show since we can't get anybody else.
Right, Jason.
Maybe Jason will, I don't know, turn over a new leaf and list a whole bunch of stuff. What is that? Where does that put the boys?
You got Larry Lafferty in there.
I'll put you at 10, yes.
What
Jill
is-
And then
Olsen.
Jill Olson, Grandma Magic Classics, Robin Birchall.
Okay.
Silver? Did you get silver hair?
Yeah, yeah. No.
Jason Hauber said he wants to be in. Robin said this isn't dodgeball. You don't get to handpick your team. Well, we were having a problem. You know, I'm just throwing people on teams. Let's see, Mr. Sadie, you get to be a girl. No, I'm kidding.
Margot.
Yeah.
Ooh, there is an estate sale today.
Come on, ladies.
Did you put me in?
No.
Oh.
And then probably Nikki. Nikki could probably be on our team too. I'm sure we'll have to tell her. I don't know where the hell she's at.
No,
I don't know either. I'm
Yeah,
kind
you
of
can
worried about
You
it.
can have Nikki because she's on a listing freeze for like 2 months.
She's actually been listing lately.
Why are you going to advertise your yard sale 3 weeks ahead of time on Craigslist? You know your ad's going to be dead by then, right?
Yes, Sherry, I got you. Okay, Natalie.
Yeah, Scott, I saw those estate sales and they
High
sucked
Desert
with all the
Vintage.
pictures last night.
Okay.
I ain't worth getting out of the house for.
That's fine. You know what? What I think we'll do is just keep a tally of your own listings per day, and then on May 8th, just let us know what your totals are, and we'll just tally them up that way.
Does it end on the 9th?
It ends on
No,
what?
it would end on the 2nd, right?
No.
Oh, if it
It's 2
starts,
weeks.
okay, if it starts Monday,
And it would be on the third. It'd be the 32nd.
The 32nd? Yeah.
you're on drugs. Get off your meth, Dusty.
Took Sally a minute.
Yes. Okay, so shouldn't we have them like before the 8th though? Like, well,
Okay, so this is what we'll do.
Fishing and Picking is a boy. I know who Fishing and Picking is in real life. Apparently, he feels the need to defend his manhood now or something. Y'all,
we believe you. Get over
Okay.
yourself.
You can use whichever bathroom you want.
So the contest will end on May 9th. So we'll have all of our totals.
Good
That's a
gravy.
good idea.
Good gravy. That's a long way away.
No, you don't have a whole week
It's only
off.
2 weeks. Well, you have the rest of this week off.
Oh, don't tell people that.
I'm saying. Hey, Gigi, are you going to be in this challenge?
I think she said that she's having a renovation.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Gotcha.
Why do we need more women?
You can have the. Hey, we have a bearded lady. Scott said, "Grow a big man beard." No one asked.
Patsy.
Okay. Patsy.
Unless you're
Right
perfect.
now, as of right now, we're even.
Okay. Okay,
Good
why don't you
job.
call whose names you have, and if anybody
Okay.
is not on there, then they can say, hey.
Well, if it ends up uneven, like if people join in and you end up with an uneven amount, what you could do is just average it out. Like one group ends up with 8,000 listings and they have 13 people, then just average out how much it is per person and figure it that way.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see. We got Michelle, Sherry, Robin, Megan, Sally, Valerie, Jill, Grandma Magic Classics, Margot, Tara, Nikki, Tracy, Natalie, and Patsy.
Can we have, like, if somebody, like, let's say we have a member on our team that really sucks, like Jason doesn't list anything all week, can we have a mulligan? Like, we can just discount them and not include them?
Well, each side has a mulligan now because we got Nikki. She's on the listing. No,
Where is Nikki? I love
Jason and Nikki cancel each other.
They just cancel each other.
Oh my God.
That's awful.
Queen City Picker,
I mean, right?
Fishing and Picking, Scott, Mr. Sadie, the comfy life is what I call you for short. Larry, Dusty, Jim, Eric, Jason, Todd, Jason Hover, High Desert Vintage, and Craig.
Yeah.
So if anybody else wants to get in, let us know.
No, not Jim wants to be.
And if you don't,
Yeah, but
you
I
haven't-
have but you want to do this. Well, you want to
Well, it
do
doesn't
it?
seem fair.
Oh, now Jim wants to do it. You can have Jim carry Dustin.
Yes.
okay.
So wait a minute, but y'all list
List.
separately?
I'm the
It doesn't start up to. It doesn't start till Monday. I'll be listing so much. swamped with past.
Why are we waiting until Monday?
So everybody can, I don't know.
Get all their drafts ready, like Jason.
You want to do it right now? Do you want to start it today? We could start it today. If you want.
I mean, I'm gonna be totally selfish. I actually listed yesterday for the first time in a while, so I'm in like that, like I want to list mode. And I know if I sit around till Monday, I mean, I may have a big spurt, and then Monday I may be back to like, I'm not gonna list anything for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's start it now. Yes, let's start it now.
Let's take a vote.
I say we start it now and then still go till the 8th.
So either type now. Okay, take a vote in the audience. Type now or Monday. Which one you think? Start it now. Start it Monday.
Let us know. What do you want?
Tracy said today. Somebody else said. Who was it? Was it Florida's Hidden Treasure?
Natalie said no. Sharky Mom Dill says no.
Jill now.
Sharky Mom, do you want to be in on this challenge? I didn't get you down.
Who?
Sharky Mom Dills.
Snarky Mom Deals?
I put you down.
Snarky.
I like Snarky. That'd be a better name. That's a good name. Snarky
Wisconsin Reseller. How do we check in? I think I'm interested.
Keep track of your numbers. Just keep track of your daily listing numbers. And then just let us know on the 8th. May 8th is when it's done.
Sharky Mom Deal said, oh no, not me.
Come on, Sharky Mom. You can do it.
Larry, Mr. Indecisive, said, go, I guess. Way to be decisive, Larry.
No pressure, Sharky Mom.
No pressure.
I think we got a good amount of people. Let's start now.
Wisconsin Reseller wants to be on the girls group.
Okay. So, okay.
And Larry said, you're welcome, Dusty.
Woohoo! This is turning out really good. Let's end it at the end of the month. No. We'll end it on the 8th.
No, it's my birthday.
Woohoo! Sure, fishing and picking that list that counts. Me either. Sharking. I wouldn't be much help. I don't list. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine if you don't list that much or whatever. I'm like that too. I don't do a whole lot of listing, but whatever you do, it'll help our group.
That's right.
It'll help our side defend the women.
That's right.
From the big
and you never know, if you do 5 within that time or whatever, that could be the 5 that blows us out of the water against these jerks right here.
Hey, Mr. Sadie, I'm going to repeat that. Mr. Sadie said he'll take up the rear. He will.
Woo-wee.
Okay, so we've got.
You knew not to throw that one out there.
So the gals have 2 more than the guys. So I need a couple more guys in that want to get in on this.
Well, either that or we'll just average it.
Yeah, we can just average it. That's fine too. Woohoo! I'm so glad that everybody's in on this.
Yeah, total listings per team. So make sure that you're keeping track of.
Oh, I didn't do it yet.
Put your starting number or your or not starting number, but tally how many you list actually.
Right.
Because if you start with your starting number, then you can get lost with how many you list and how many you sell and all that good stuff. So better just to keep track of how many you list.
Taking wants to know if we can keep a running total in the groups.
Sure, if you add it all up.
Because this is only new listings, not relisted items.
No, and not multiple items either.
not multiple items either. So
New unique listings.
guys rule, girls drool. No, the other way around.
You could start one in the Thrift and Bitches group. Well, not everybody's in there, so I don't know that, and not everybody would keep up with it, so I don't know that that's would even work. And apparently,
No Amazon, no, just eBay.
Really, Scott Zilke, you knew the answer to that when you got here.
Now, I would do the Google sheet and everything, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah, and not everybody's going to keep up with it. It's just going to be confusing because there's going to be people like me that aren't going to put in their daily numbers or whatever.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Tara shows that space bar who's boss.
Make it my bitch.
Oh my gosh. You guys are hilarious. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So we've got today is when we're going to start it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's over on May 8th. Where do we list a report for numbers? Just keep a tally of your numbers.
And if you want, I mean, we could put a post in the Facebook group, and people can say how many they got and do some smack talk and and stuff like that too. So no, you could just keep your numbers, or you could put it in the post that Valerie's gonna do, or I can do. You can put it in that just to so you can go back there and look or whatever, if it helps you keep track like that.
Sounds good.
You post personal ads hourly. Wow.
Have fun with that. I bet you're getting your phone's just ringing all the time. Ringing off the hook.
Well, that's okay. Comfortable life. You don't have to have a Facebook.
No, we don't have to do all that.
You can, if anything, you can message Valerie on YouTube or.
Yeah. Or just, you could just send me a message on YouTube. That's fine too.
Yeah.
Because I'll get it. Yeah. Sounds great. I'm excited. I think we've got a long period of time. Should be able to make a good little dent in our listing. And I'm actually glad that we're starting it today because I like to have that challenge.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And being able to say that we beat the men, that's going to be just the best.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't talk smart, Jim. Whatever. I've seen you, Liz.
Hopefully Tara and Jeb will still be married by the end of this.
I'll keep him so busy shipping he won't have time to list.
There you go.
That sounds really good.
No. No.
This is bullshit.
Oh my gosh. Are y'all excited? I'm excited.
Past 10.
Call Crystal.
Right. I'm sure she's not going to say that though. Yeah, you're Sharky Mom, you're added. You're on. You are in the challenge. But that's good, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
Stephen, are you in the challenge? Come on. Join in.
See you later, Queen City Picker.
Have a great day. Stephen, are you in the challenge?
He
Oh,
says,
come on. Come on. That's a good song.
mm-hmm.
All right. It looks like we got a lot of participants, so that's a good thing.
That's very good.
Dang. Sorry, Shark and Mom. I know I got to get out there, and that's the bad thing about, spring and summer and all that, but you got to go out and mow the lawn and work on the gardens, and well, you can do a little work, do a couple of listings and go outside and work in the garden, and you can make it work. That's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
I like mowing the grass. It's when I do all my thinking.
It's good.
Nobody could talk to me. I'm just riding around on a track.
Yep.
Nobody's bothering me.
Yep, I agree.
You want to push aside the listing stuff and go right later to lunch? Make a day of it.
Lunch?
Yeah.
Really?
I get started.
Oh.
You're tired from all that listing.
I already did 10, so there, I'm already up on you by 10.
Yep. Bliss, garden, shower, and wine. Sounds like a good combination. I got to get out there today and get some mowing done. It's looking pretty. I think all of my neighbors have mowed, so I'm gonna have to get out there, and mine looks like
it's too early up here. Our grass is just getting green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just get green, but it's
Oh,
not
wow.
growing yet.
Yeah, mine's not all the way green yet either, and we're supposed to get rain tonight.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of rain.
We just had ours and the sun came out. I just checked the radar and it looks like it's gone for the day. Thank God.
Yeah, it's supposed to start raining tonight and rain all day tomorrow.
Okay. Well, good. Yeah, actually, I think it's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I probably need to get out there sometime today and do a little bit of mowing. I don't really mind mowing.
Move it.
This Facebook.
I don't know.
It goes crazy without any sound.
I don't know.
That's that thing rains to Florida. The wildfires are eating us up. I hear you.
Looks like something stupid.
California has a lot of that too during this time. But maybe since they had the rain, maybe they aren't too bad.
Yeah. Did you hear that they're no longer in a drought?
I know, that's crazy.
Has been in a drought ever since I can remember growing up. I
Frank?
seriously don't remember a time when there wasn't a drought.
Right. Frankie's Finds, she said, I think it's a female. I just want to verify that. I will join the challenge. I'm relatively new seller, and this will push me to do more, I hope. Do you want in the...
Cool.
I'm thinking that you're a woman, but I don't want to offend you, so let me know. Okay.
She said yes.
Who's laughing?
I was laughing at something, but it's not you guys, it's something else. I'm watching this video. It's a horse show, and they had a pleasure driving class, and one of the horses goes crazy, loses its driver. It's running around the ring with this buggy, causing these accidents, makes another horse lose. So this old guy, oh my God, tries to step in front of it and just gets plowed over. And I shouldn't laugh, but I did kind of laugh. Oh God,
My God.
I mean,
Every time this happens, some idiot runs out in front of the horse. You're not going to stop a,
oh my God. Oh my God.
Anyway. We had fireman school. They train you for walking a person down a ladder. Well, the guy explains to us, he says, well, this is why you don't catch a person when they jump out a window or something. Do not try to catch them. Because you can help them after they land, but do not make sure they don't hit you when they jump out the window. Because we took a 90-pound, he was called Rescue Randy. He's a dummy that we rescue. And we had a guy, he picked the biggest guy in the class. He's like 6'2", big farm. Stands at the base of the ladder, puts his arms out like up on the rails, and then had somebody else hold the Rescue Randy up about two, maybe 3 feet above on the ladder, and then just let go so it would slide down the ladder rails and hit the guy's arms, knocked him right. So he says, you can imagine if, like a 150-pound person jumps out a window and lands on you, they'll kill you. You ain't going to catch them.
Yeah.
It's like a
Break your
livestock,
arms.
just away.
Wow.
Well, you get that much force, from a fall.
Yeah.
No, they'll knock you right over. If they're running, they will knock you over.
Yeah.
Well, you think about it, if somebody 50-pound lime bag in your arms, you could lift up 50 pounds, but if somebody drops it on your arms, you're probably not going to be able to hold it.
No.
Right.
That's true. True. Okay, so everybody keep track of their numbers. I'll put a post in the Facebook. So if you want to list them, that's fine. If you want to message me through YouTube to tell me your numbers, that's fine. That way I can kind of just post and kind of let people know what we're doing. And then let's see. But we had a really good turnout. So, yep. So it starts today. I would say it's good from when we started the I don't know. What do you say? 9 o'clock, Sally?
Yeah, that's fine.
And it ends on May 9th. Actually, May 8th.
End of the 8th. Yeah.
May 8th. Sorry. And it's just how many listings you can list. It's a little bit more than 2 weeks. It's about 2.5 weeks. So that's okay. That gives you a little more time. Get some good numbers, and it'll be motivating, hopefully. And the girls are going to win.
Heck yeah.
Whoop, whoop. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day, and hope everybody has a wonderful day. Wonderful, wonderful. 9 a.m. What region? I'm Pacific Standard. So I'm, hell yeah. I don't know.
You're
I'm
central.
I'm Central.
I gotta go. I'm going to buy a piece off a space shuttle.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is cool.
There's a guy I met at a yard sale that gave me his business card and all this crap, and he's like, "Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Well, we're not gonna be set up till this weekend." I'm like, "Well, I think I got a pocket full of cash," and he's like, "Well, I can be there in an hour."
Dang.
I can't tell you.
Okay.
That'll be a video. But he worked for NASA. It's really freaking cool. So
Awesome.
all right,
That sounds like a good time.
I have to go. Love y'all.
Okay. Love y'all too.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
See you later.
How do I hang up? I've never left a chat.
Lots of cha-chings today.
Okay, so Shark Mom deals 9 your time. How's that? All right, guys. Get to listing. Let's show those boys what we're made of. Everybody have a great day, and we'll see you all later.
Thumbs up.
Bye.
List lots.